How you doing, YouTube? It's Chris Muzo here. I'm just about to install some fans. I want to add some intake and exhaust fans for my radiator to get more airflow going through it. I just want to get some even more cooler temps. My temperatures are pretty good as of now with this new deep cool radiator. As you can see, I got the ML120 fans that I want to add onto the computer for better cooling. These have magnetic levitation bearings on it. Because of that, it's going to have longer life, less to worry about. Another thing I like about these also have RGBs, so why not slap on some more RGBs? Only difference with the Corsair RGBs, they don't work with the ASUS motherboard. So you will have to connect the node that's in the box that comes with the set. If you don't add that node, it's just not gonna really work, or you could damage your fans. I had to order a set of radiator screws off of Amazon so I can add this as an intake fan in front of the radiator. And now I will open this up and I'll show you exactly what's inside of this box. So there's something in this yellow box, probably the node, I would assume, for these RGB fans. And as you can see, comes nicely sandwiched. You got 3 different boxes. There's the fans itself, as you can see how fine it is, and you can just feel how smooth this operation is. I mean, it's like whisper quiet. Of course, you got 2 of the other fans in here. Who's impatient when it comes to unboxing things? Okay. As you can see, they have SATA Power into the node. They also have the USB. And of course you got the fan screws that it comes with, but more than likely I won't be needing these. Here goes the actual node itself. Of course you got the instruction guide right here that comes inside the box as well. Let me get right to it. So the very next step, I already took off the GPU. Now I'm gonna take off the radiator to install the intake fans. I'll begin taking apart this radiator. So the first things first, I gotta take off the front of the case to get to the radiator. Next, I gotta take off these radiator screws up in the front of it. With these fans, you're gonna have 2 different wires. You're gonna have fan power to one wire, and the other wire is gonna be for the RGB. Over here, you can see that where the air direction is exactly going. So you wanna point it into the direction, whether if it's either pull or push, you could point it at the direction you want it to. Since the radiator is loose now, we will simply place the ML120 push fans in front of the radiator and replace the small radiator mounting screws with the set of longer fan screws, the ones that I bought off of Amazon, where I can have a push-pull configuration. That's where my CPU OPT is, and right next to it is where my usual CPU fan is. Now, you won't have to worry about mixing it up because usually you'll have this little slider here, and on the motherboard there will be a tab that you can't really mix it up. Looks something like that. And you see how it has that tab right there? Make sure to go gentle because you don't want to bend the pins. Give us a little bit more room here. I'm installing a 3-fan splitter onto the CPU optional, so that way all the fans are controlled at the same speeds as the CPU fans, and you eliminate the need for giving each individual fan power. All you have to do now is match up your 4-pin fan connectors to your 3-way splitter. As you can see, they label the RGBs right here to RGB hub, and make sure you hook it up to the correct numbers. As you can see, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You hook it up to the correct numbers. You don't want to hook it up like, for example, 3, 5, and 1, because then your RGBs won't work. And you'll probably wonder why they're not working, and that'll be the reason. They have to be synchronized. So that's 1, 2, and 3. This is your SATA Power to your RGB hub. Make sure you hook it up to one of your available SATA Power ports, so that way you can get power. 3M sticker you could peel and you could stick anywhere, and you can make it pretty discreet. And also you're gonna need this. This will be your control hub right here. And you wanna hook it up to LED 1. You're gonna wanna use this little RGB connector that they give you, and then you're good to go, really. It's gonna go like this. Luckily I got a ton that I haven't used. Maybe right here. They're all in, as you can see. Right there. Make sure you have a clean area that's dust free before you stick the 3M sticker on. Also, you're gonna want to hook up the USB, as you see here, the USB 2.0 to the motherboard as well. So make sure you have access. You put it in a location to where you can reach the wire to the motherboard. Okay, so now you have your hub connector, and you also have your USB connector for your hub. As you see, they give you these 3M stickers right here. And right there. After you have the hub installed, personally, I like to leave these wires organized. So I like to clean up this bird's nest. Lights are working separately from the Corsair lights, so make sure you install the software necessary for them to be set the way you want it to. So next you go into your PC and download the iCUE software from Corsair's website. I just skipped this first step to get right to the software and just go through all the next prompts until the software is finally installed. Next you open up the iCUE software and you go into your profile. After you select your profile, you can select the color that you would like for your RGBs. I sincerely hope you found this video very useful, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more. This is Chris Mizo, signing out.